would welcome me. I was lost, but he brought me in. Oh, his love for me. Oh, his love for me. The sun sets free. Oh, it's free indeed. I'm a child of God. Yes, I am. Free at last, he has ransomed me. His grace runs deep. While I was a slave to sin, Jesus.
Okay, we're back. Okay, I welcome you all back to the part 2 of why people fail. So, just like just a minute ago, I spoke about mindsets and laziness. So, the third reason why people fail is fear of failure. That is a serious reason why people fail, because they actually fear failure. They fear that embarrassment that comes with failure, and not just failure, repeated failure, because they've done it over and over again. I can actually say that I've been in that kind of situation before. I think in 2017, I wrote JAMB one time, and I still didn't get into school. And then I wrote JAMB again 2018, and I still didn't get into school. And then 2019, my parents were like, I should write JAMB again. I had a serious trauma that year. I was like, I cannot write JAMB again. As in, the embarrassment. I'm going to go to the same lesson again. The same people will see my face again, and they'll be like, you've not gone anywhere, Ni. It'll be really, 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 really embarrassing for me, and I really could not go to that trauma again. I was just really depressed. I was like, I cannot write JAMB again. This is like the third time I'll write it. Jeez. But then it is just important that we still do it. It's important that we still do it. And by the way, I was actually in a pre-degree school in 2018, and 2019, well, lots of drama. So it seemed like I was going to write JAMB, but then, hey, I succeeded. Yay! Back to what I was saying. Okay, so another reason actually why people fail is because they fear failure. That embarrassment. It's really depressing. So instead of actually trying that thing again, they instead actually now fake it. Now faking that you have a perfect life, but that you don't, but then you feel like you cannot go back and do that thing again because it's going to be too embarrassing. Why? Because everyone has this high prestige of you, so you don't know how to go back. You don't know how to stoop low back again. It just feels like a sting on your ego, an ego that is not actually even supposed to be there, but it can actually happen like that. But what I would actually say to that kind of, mentality and lifestyle is, why fake what can be real? Why would you fake that life when you can actually work it out into being a reality? So stop faking anything just because you are afraid of actually doing that thing. I mean, what is the essence? You fake having a perfect life. You do anything, maybe borrow dresses, borrow phone, just anything at all to just make your life look like it's good. But then why not actually work hard to have those things? I mean, yes, it's going to be hard, but then it's worth it. It's always worth it to work hard. I mean, seriously. I mean, I am working hard right now by talking. As in, I'm pretty sure okay, let me not go there. Okay, so fear of failure. What would this person say? What would that person say? Okay, what would this person say if he saw me doing this thing? What would that person say? What would my friends say? Just anything at all. So people would just refuse to learn some things due to fear of insults. Just anything at all. They just refuse to take they just refuse to take steps, and then they begin to fear. What would this person say about me? Stop looking at what other people say about you. Most people, actually the way I've looked at it is that people will just naturally downgrade you because you're doing something that they are not. You're actually making an effort in something that they are not doing. So they're trying to talk you down so you go back to their level. But then when they're talking like that, sometimes you just have to, turn it into an encouragement that, okay, I believe you're telling me to go, and I'm going to keep going till I get to the top. Actually, very easy. Actually, it's not that easy. Sometimes some words really just get to you, and then you just really want to fall back to the ground. But then stand up. You always have to stand up. It's very important that we stand up. And the fourth reason, which is our last and final reason, is actually a very, very important reason, because it is about God. Yes, I said it, God. Ignorance of God's principles that guarantee a successful life. I know. Well, it is important that we have God in our lives, and it's important that we do godly things and live our life for God. But sometimes we really just have to know what God's plan is for us. We may, as a human being, think that, okay, this is what we are going to be so perfect at doing. But then if we really look at it, that is not what we're supposed to go. And then when we go into stuff like that, we end up failing at that thing, because that's not actually where we're supposed to be. So instead of phasing around into different places, different jobs, different talents, just anything at all, we just have to go back to God and ask God, okay, what am I supposed to be doing? What is my exact purpose, so I can pursue that thing with my whole heart? I mean, am I supposed to be a businessman? Am I supposed to be into this? Am I supposed to be into that? Am I supposed to be talking on a podcast like me? Just anything and everything. We just have to take it to God. We have to take it to God. And it's also important that as we take it to God, we wait for Him to speak. Most of us just go to God, and then we just lay everything that we want on God and say, this is what I want to do. And then you just believe that, okay, God has approved it, and we work out. But then sometimes we just really have to wait on God. We have to study the Bible. Very important. Not the kind that we just open our Bibles on Sundays and then close it to the next Sunday. Come on, people. We really have to be better at these things. We have to look up to God. We have to look unto God, and we have to wait on Him, because we really need to know what His plans are for us. After all, He did say that His plans for us are of good and not of evil, and it's to bring us to an expected end. So we know that there is an expected end. We know that there is an expected success, that our lives aren't going to be frustration. Our lives isn't going to be frustration and depression and sadness and failing all the time. There's actually an end, and that end is always going to be good. Why? Because our God is a good God. So we really need to go back on God's principles. There are different principles on having a successful life and all that, and believe you me, tithing is actually one of those ways to having a successful life, and also a principle that is based on honor. I believe we would know that as human beings. Giving honor to someone, it's actually a very interesting principle of getting to success. Why? Because you don't have that thing, and then you are acknowledging someone that has it. And when you acknowledge someone that has it, God looks down on your heart and makes that person bless you and give you that thing also. So you now have it. And then when another person honors you too for having that thing, you also give back to that person. So if you look at it, well, there's just lots of principles, and they're actually really interesting principles. Okay, so we look unto God, we look unto His principles, we live our lives based on God. God is the center of everything. God is our everything. He is my everything. So I believe that everything that I am is God, and everything that I'm living for is God. So let's go back a little on our reasons. 1, mindset. And under mindset, we have a dependency mentality. We really need to stop depending on people and take responsibility for our own lives. and then false comfort that comes with generalizing failure. We really need to stop that thing. You stop generalizing failure because everybody else failed. Actually take an action by yourself. Find out what you did wrong and how you can be better. Just stand out. It's important that we stand out. Another word that has actually helped me over the years is this phrase that I love so much. It says sorry, I was doing something else. Okay, so the phrase actually says that why are you trying so hard to fit in when you were born to stand out? And the first time I read it, it really hit me, because at that time in my life, I was really trying to impress people. And in trying to impress people, I was completely becoming someone else. I would do literally anything just to impress someone. And I was like, yeah, okay, this is actually talking to me, because, jeez. Anyways, I got over that, and you can also get over that. Stop generalizing failure. Take responsibility for your life. And the entitlement mentality, the feeling that somebody owes you something. The reason why you're not at the top yet is because somebody owes you to get to the top. Nobody owes you anything. You are the one responsible for your own life, and your success depends on you and God. Remember that. And also, the mediocre mentality, just wanting to be average, just wanting to be little, just wanting to be, small. Refuse to be small. Make your presence known. I actually learned that thing, that it's until you make your presence known that people will want to adopt your mentality. So make your presence known in the territory, anywhere you are. Make your presence known. When you make your presence known, people actually want to listen to you. Like, okay, what does this person have to say? Why? Because you have already made your presence known. Always make yourself great. Always make yourself important, and make yourself, praise yourself. It's really important that we praise ourselves, really. And then also, if you look at it this way, the more results we have, the more our words become powerful. And it's actually very true. If you look at such great men that people listen to and people pay attention to, it's because they have results, because they have great results. More results yields more listening, because people would actually want to listen to you because they've seen your results. They've seen all the tons of things you've done. So they actually now want to pay attention to you. That is also a very important thing, because we are always waiting for capital and all that. Some people wouldn't really want to give you that because they see that you've not even started anything at all. So that's why we always say start something. Let someone see your results, because then will they pay attention to you. Okay. The next one, laziness, fear of failure, and then, not really paying attention to the principles of God. So those are the 4 reasons why people fail. The 4 reasons why I believe people fail. And I actually believe it because it's actually happening in our everyday life. So that is the end of Why People Fail on ITalk with Fade Ben. Thank you all so much for listening. Thank you all so much for downloading. I saw my last podcast had 13 downloads. I really thank you all for downloading and listening to me. Thank you so much. And I really appreciate. And plus, don't forget to follow and drop your comments. I really need the comments. I also got a comment yesterday. I was really excited at the comment from the Tony Exito show. He said that he loved my podcast, and I was really excited about it. So thank you all for listening. Thank you all for listening to me. Once again, my name is Faith Ben Hartins, and you are listening to ITalk. So tomorrow I will be talking about the various tips to success, the success mentality. Obviously, if we've talked about why people fail, we should also know why people succeed. So tomorrow I'll be talking about success, why people succeed, how to succeed, tips to succeeding, just everything that involves success and having a successful life. So that is basically all for now. Thank you all so much for listening. Bye. I'll see you guys tomorrow, 5 p.m. sharp. And if it, it prolongs longer than the minute, we'll have part 1 and part 2 of success. And, bye. Thank you all so much for listening. I really appreciate. Enjoy the music as I go.